it's Bortles to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Peterson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. On first down, it's Palmer. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Palmer. He's going to fire one deep over the... He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Palmer. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Jack leading the surge there. He drops in for a loss of 6. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up the
at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Palmer. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And able to find John Brown. Palmer to Brown, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Jerron Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Lee's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing is Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Drew Brees with 1 touchdown pass thus far. And he puts it through. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Afani Moma, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again, Blake Bortles marches back onto the field with his offense. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. On second down, here's Bortles. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Jaguars going to go out. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. Twisting away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Bortles to throw on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Bortles on the hook up to Hearns for the Jaguar first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Golden leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
Pretty good number. Led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Peterson. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Now Palmer to throw, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. Chris Johnson in a foot race, and they will not catch him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play?
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rivera. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Bortles to throw once more. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frosty Rocker in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw is Bortles. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Palmer flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the... That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Afani Moma with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Bortles now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Ed Stinson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's caught right side. It turns. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Here's Brad Nordman now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Palmer on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ed Stinson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And his throw here's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Bortles again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. And it was the Raiders who were able to come away with a victory there. Derek Carr, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. Homer apparently wants to throw it. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return will stop right around the 25. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to